Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to continue this series on the Reolink Go PT Plus with the charging, installation, and operation. So in yesterday's video we unboxed the camera and went through the SIM card setup and getting that activated, and we set the camera up on a fence right in front of the house and turned it on, and we did all the rotation and stuff like that. Everything appears to be working just fine. This is the antenna right here, and we're up to charging the camera, which I started yesterday. It's recommended that you fully charge the battery before installing it outdoors, and the orange light means that it's charging, green light means that it's fully charged. When I plugged this in, it was orange. That was yesterday right about this time, and now it's green. So this is fully charged. Alright, and this is still off. Now, what I need to do is go get that mounting bracket and mount it on the front of this little barn right here. That is being remodeled into an art studio. So what I'm going to do is go by the instructions and measure 10 feet up to that side fascia there. The peak would be, probably 14, maybe 15 feet up, and they recommend 7 to 10 feet. That's a problem right there. 7 to 10 feet is not a good height. 7 to 10 feet is pretty darn limiting, but we'll do that to start with, and then at some point I'll move it up to the peak where I want it. Eventually, we're going to have it on a post right out here somewhere. We're going to put a post into the ground, a wooden post, and mount it to the top of that. And we're also going to mount a steel post to the other side of that, going up higher, and we're going to put a weather station on it. But for now, it's going to be a little difficult to install it. Well, just because it's going to be in a weird spot on the side of the building like that. And I'm hoping the cord for the solar panel is long enough to get down. I'm going to screw that right to that gutter right there. I wouldn't recommend you doing that, but we're taking that gutter off in a couple weeks, so it doesn't matter if I put any holes in it. If you're doing that at home, you're probably going to get a leaky gutter no matter what you do, so I don't recommend doing that. Okay, so it's fully charged, and this is the problem that I was talking about. 7 to 10 feet, and that's because of the PIR motion sensor efficiency. The motion sensor on this, what is it? Detection distance is 2 to 10 meters. 10 meters is about 30 feet, and that's really insufficient for this type of camera. They show it being mounted on a house, but if it's mounted on a house, you're going to connect it right to your Wi-Fi. If you have a wireless camera like this with a SIM card and an antenna and all that, it's almost always going to be mounted on a remote building, an outbuilding on a farm, or a hunting area, a hunting cabin, where you can't hook it up to your Wi-Fi. So I don't know why they decided to go with such a limiting PIR. I've seen them go up to 75 feet, and that would be ideal here because I could catch, there's a road right here and another road right there, and between the peak up there and this intersection right here, that is probably about 60 feet, maybe 50 feet. What they really need to do is have the PIR sensor adjustable so that you can adjust it from your app and then dial it in. If you're using this for hunting, same thing. You're not going to have a tree that's exactly 7 to 10 feet. Well, you can hang this upside down from a branch as well, which is nice, but finding a branch out in the woods that's going to point towards where you want it is going to be super hard. I think my cat got a mouse. Anyway, finding a branch that's exact would be really hard. This really needs to be adjustable, this PIR motion sensor. Okay, but beyond those limitations, we're going to set this up and see how it does. We're going to set it up right at 10 feet, like I said, on that side part. And I don't know if it's going to be able to reach that intersection or not. If it can't reach the intersection, it will be able to reach the road here, but that would be really limiting. Yeah, that 30 feet is really limiting. Okay, let's go get that bracket. We'll get a ladder and get that bracket put up. This should go pretty quick. I think a lot of this video is going to be on the setting up of the settings. This shows you how to mount it on the ceiling, and that's part of the bracket. But you just flip this little lever right here and then turn this base here, and you can mount it up to the ceiling. I show that more in the previous video, so if you look below in the comments, I'll have a link to the previous video. But you can hook it upside down to the ceiling with screws, or the strap, which it comes with, goes onto the back of the mount here. I would rather use screws into a tree like that, but you can use the strap to a tree this way or to a branch going this way. And another thing is, it would be really nice if they had skins for these so you could change the color. I would want a black one for the building right here, and this white will work really good for the little barn over there. And they do make a camouflage one for trail cam, but it would be nice to have skins so you can make it black or barn red, especially seeing how these are going to be used mostly in rural areas. White is not a real common color. You could see that's a far more common color, that hunter green or that tan color for sheds and outbuildings like that. So if you could put, I missed my chance to get a little video right there. Don't know who that was. If you could have colors to match that stuff, like skins that fit over these, it could probably just go right over the top and click on. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it, but that would be really nice. All right, let's go mount this thing and then work with the camera settings. Oh, and in yesterday's video, I got this working onto my phone. Really nice, really beautiful picture. The control for the camera stutters a little bit, but that's because it has to go through your Wi-Fi from wherever you're at, probably 1,000,000 miles, and then back to the camera. So it did not stutter that much, so I kind of like that. But there's a lot of other settings, and I could not get this set up on the computer, just on my phone. Hopefully, with this fully charged and set up over there, I'll be able to get it set up on the computer as well. But wait, there's more. I also tested this mounting hole on the bottom with a regular camera mount. This is one that goes on a T-post, but it's just, I believe it's a 1/4 inch thread, 1/4 inch coarse thread, and it works. So any mounts that you have for other cameras that use a regular camera mount thread will work on this. So I could use this, hook this up to a T-post, and put this at whatever angle I want. I would put it downwards, I guess. And I could set this up like temporarily at a gate in a pasture or something like that. So that's kind of cool as well. All right, let's get this set up. All right, jump the gun a little bit. I don't think this is going to be much more than just the unit itself, some screws and a cord, but we'll unbox this here anyways. These things are boxed really nice. Operator's manual. Screw locations. Padding. Kinda nice. And filler. Oh, not really filler. Really well packaged. Okay, this is what I expected. I'm going to use some sheet metal screws on this, but I will save the screws for later mounting. This appears to be metal. It is metal, which is nice. Alright, so just screws into here, and again, that looks like 1/4 inch thread, so you could use your camera type stuff. I could actually use this and just screw it onto the, yeah, I think I will do that. Holy moly, that's a good idea. Because I can clamp this right onto the edge of the gutter. Wow. And you could do that at home as well if you're putting it on a building with a gutter. See, that's nice and secure. And I can angle this around pretty much any way I want. Yeah, this isn't super flexible, but I do have other ones that have like elbow joints. Yeah, the only thing that is making this more attractive is that it's temporary. I can just screw that right onto the gutter if this is big enough. All right, I'll bring this along and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just screw this right onto the gutter. All right, let's get going. Okay, we have another problem here. This is the solar panel instructions. It says, please charge the batteries in temperature between 0 degrees centigrade and 45 degrees centigrade, which is 32 degrees to 113. The solar panel won't charge the camera at temperatures below 0 degrees centigrade, which is freezing, 32 degrees. That's most of the year here, or it's half of the year. If it won't charge below freezing, it's basically useless. We'll have to see if that's a fact. The camera, I believe it said the camera will charge at up to 20 below zero, and that will work. It gets below 20 below zero a few times a year, a couple days, but it's below freezing a lot. If it's not going to charge below freezing, then this is pretty useless. I mean, it's below freezing right now. We'll see how this works. All right, we'll set this up first. This is what I was talking about. You slide this and then turn that, and you can take it off and mount it upwards onto a ceiling or something, or use the strap through there onto a branch, and you can put the strap through right there onto the trunk of a tree. All right, let's get this bracket installed and then install this solar panel and see if it actually works. All right, I ran into another problem. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but these screws are just stripping out, even with a a pre-drilled hole that, yeah, I mean, they should go in just perfect, but they're stripping out. You know what? I did not bring the antenna. Well, I'll have to go back and get that. You got to make sure that all of these plugs, you got a plug for the charger there, plug for the power, and there's another plug. Where is that? Another one here for your SD card. Make sure those are all closed. Get any dust off the lens. And this thing just screws on. Hopefully my gutter mount works. I'm going to want to screw this on as tight as I can get it and still be able to use the antenna. That looks real good right there. Yeah, the antenna is perfect facing that way. All right, beautiful. Well, I gotta go get the antenna and we'll see if that solar panel mount here, they want you to tip it at an angle 5 degrees more than your latitude. I'm gonna have to go find out what the latitude is here. Never really checked, but that's gonna probably be about 45 degrees, 40 degrees. I'll just set it at that for now, and we'll run the cord up under here. It's got plenty long of cord. And I'm gonna wanna keep this little twist tie because it's got plenty long of a cord. Yeah, the problem with this mount here is that it's not going to tip it at the right angle, but I am going to use this, and if it doesn't fully charge it, I believe it will. If it doesn't fully charge it, then I'll put the other mount on it. Let me get this plastic off of here, and I'll get right back with you. Probably gonna have to move the ladder. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Nope. Oh, it might work just like that for now. This is not a permanent installation. I just want to try it out for a day or two at the settings that they recommend, which is the 10 feet above the ground. And when I have a little bit nicer of a day, I'll come out here and try it up at the peak. Okay, hopefully I can get at the mount for this. Here it is. All right, it's got a little boot that slides into the hole there, which is pretty cool. All right, I have no idea if it's charging, and it's turned off, so this came right off. All right, it's turned on. There's the red light. Not sure if you're going to see that or not. It's pretty sunny. Oh, and it doesn't have an antenna on it. Great. Well, let me go get the antenna real quick. All right. when I mount that solar panel permanently, I'll use this here, which is a digital angle gauge. So I'll just put this right on the face and then tip it until it's at the exact angle. And then I'll use a compass to align it to north-south. In the location we're at, we can just put this exactly to the south, but depending on your location, you really need to tip it like one way or the other. We're right on the Mississippi River, and we can align directly with south, but like if you're in Washington State, you have to go whatever it is, like 12 degrees off of south. But you should be able to figure that out. I was reading a lot of comments on this, and pretty much everybody was just pointing it southwards, what they thought was south, and putting it on an angle. So I don't think it's super important that you get all that correct, but on a cloudy day, you're going to get more power out of it if it's aimed correctly. So tomorrow, I'll mount that on the gutter. It's not that important today. Today, we're just going to turn it on. Well, it's actually on right now. Let's check on the camera, or check on the phone. All right, here is the Reolink app. It says not connected. Connecting. Okay, it's aiming down at me, or actually at the tractor behind me. There's the house, there's the shed across there. And where is the little steering wheel? Oh, I must not have it in the right mode. It's just showing a picture. Okay, this is it right here. So, and it takes a while to get used to this because this is over the phone line, so it's not, you know, every time I touch this, it has to go through a cell tower and all the way back to this, but I'm trying to get it. I was just panning yesterday. I guess that works. All right. Oops. Yeah, you see, you never know if you go too far. That's the intersection that I wanted to concentrate. See any cars that are coming down the road here and anybody that's turning down that way. So I'm going to leave it set at this for now, but I'm going to go check out all the other features and try to get this working on the computer. All right, I have my digital tape measure here. It was 28 feet from, well, kind of off to the side a little bit, right in front of that. So that distance limitation is really, really not good. All right, let's clear this. Hopefully I can hit that. Nope, missed it. It's going to be hard to hit that in this daylight. I can't see where the laser's hitting. Yeah, this is, well, it's going to be more than the 30 feet, that's for sure. Well, try the building itself. "40 feet, 8 inches. So we're 10 feet over. And yeah, you can see the track marks where people come down this road. I mean, you would have to put it right on the road to get people on the road. I'm going to guess that it works better than what they're saying, but we'll see. It's so damn bright with this snow that it's affecting the laser. I can get a better distance on a cloudy day or something. Nope, not going to get a distance, but I was at 40 feet right here and 28 feet right in front of it. So we'll see. And that's just for the motion trigger, but that's a pretty important part. All right, let's see if we can get that computer part set up and get this thing programmed. Okay, I'm sitting in the corner of my wood shop with the door open because this is a metal building with a metal ceiling and I don't get reception in here. I'll fix that as soon as I can, but it's not going to be today. All right, I'll show you the stuff that I know of on the cell phone. Can't do it on the computer because the computer program will not connect. I've tried everything to get it connected and I just can't do it. Okay, we got the battery at 100%, which sounds right because it's on a solar charger. I've never clicked on the battery before. Okay. Oh, that's right. I did click on this before. It has like a usage over time, but it's only been a day. So display, and this kind of sucks as well. You can flip horizontal and vertical. We don't want to do that. But the quality, it has clear and fluent. Fluent is 640 by 360, which is terrible. And the clear is 2560 by 1440. I can't get it to go into clear. It just keeps failing. It did it the first day, but ever since then, I can't get it to go into quality. And I don't know what, yeah, these just show you have a few different choices with the frame rate and the bit rate, but you don't have any choice with the resolution. If I had a choice, I would put that at 1080 because that's what I make all my YouTube videos at. Okay, quality, we got anti-flicker. I just left that at the factory setting. Cancel that. Day and night, auto. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Brightness, we're going to leave that the way it is. Camera name, and I have no idea what this is. Bottom right, bottom center, no idea. And it's the same with the date. It does have the correct date on it, so I don't know what that's all about. Okay, and this is we're still on camera 1. PIR motion sensor. I had set this at 100 and it kept going off and there was nothing there. One time the cat was there, but otherwise it just kept going off with nothing there. So I dropped it down to 90 and it seems to be doing all right there. We'll see. I just walked through there, so I should be on there. We'll check that out. Push notifications, I'll send you notifications when something happens. I'll probably turn that off, but I have it on for now. So it sends you a little thing that says that the camera recorded something. Siren off, we'll keep that off. Share camera, I'm not going to click on that because it'll bring up a link and people would be able to use the camera. But I will share that with my daughter at some point and other people. Time lapse, this appears to be like a subscription or something. It says try now. Yeah, it looks like that's some kind of a subscription. I mean, that would be a cool feature if it was a feature, but I don't want to subscribe to anything. Record audio, that was on to start with, and I'm going to leave it there. Date and time, I didn't have to do anything with that. It's just getting that from the cell tower, I guess. Okay, so that's it for the settings. Yeah, we have a PIR setting right here. I guess that's just on or off. Okay, that's back to the settings. Okay, store, product registration. I haven't registered it yet. Deals, Reolink captures, support, album. I don't have, well, I might have an album. Yeah, that's just the pictures that you push on the little button and it'll take a picture. Settings, storage path, app password, dark mode, and a bunch of other stuff which you can see, which we don't need to mess with right now. And what's this light? Oh, that's yeah, that switches it between light mode and dark mode. That's to add a new device. It's trying to scan this log, which isn't going to do very well. Alright, we'll get back out of there. Yeah, I'm trying to find out how you get back into the mode where you can see the... No, it's not cloud. It's not that. Alright. I actually had to go to close all and then go back to the Reolink. Now with this, if you press that, and I don't know what that's supposed to be, but play over cellular. Don't know if you're seeing that or not. Yeah, you can see that. Kind of. Alright. And it's playing at that real crappy resolution. Oh, there's a car right there. How about that? Perfect timing. That's my wife. But you can check stuff out real time. Let me see if I can change the resolution. This is the snapshot. Oh, here it is. That's the fluent. If you try the clear, it's going to try loading the clear, which is a much better picture. Oh, it looks like maybe it did it. Yep, it did it. I guess it just has problems once in a while. Okay, and then this right here, that's a snapshot, and that's what you just saw in that little album. I could take a video right now as well, and that will stop everything. This is all using up cell data, so don't want to do it too long. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Yeah, it's got a start button. Well, maybe this is it. Alright, that'll do it. Alright, and then you got the same buttons again here. This will rotate it. And then where was that rotate back? That's it, right there. Alright, so there's a bunch of settings. I haven't messed with every one of them. And you can put multiple cameras on this. Pretty cool. Alright, that is going to wrap it up. It's working just fine. I thought it wasn't working in the better quality mode, you could see it says high, or maybe you can't, but it is in clear mode. Most of the time you would probably keep it in the fluent, which is low res. I don't know, maybe not. If you're just using it for a camera like it is now, this will catch a car. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I measured the distance. This right about here on the road is the furthest distance that it says you should have it set. Oh, there's another car. How about that? We rarely get cars on this road. We're out in the middle of nowhere. That was a neighbor though. It did pick up all the way over here, and this is the road that I wanted to catch cars going down this road. That's another thing I wanted to show. The clips. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to that again, but it has clips of all the stuff that it caught automatically. So let me... No, we don't want to trigger an alarm. Go away. Let me figure out how to get to that. Let me see. Nope. Is it playback or is it... maybe it's clip? Nope. Okay, it's playback. We'll go all the way to the end. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. And we'll play that last one. That should show that white car going by. And there it is. Alright, and then if we go back a few, I was just walking the dogs. There I am leaving, going down that road to walk the dogs, and then the next one's probably me coming back. Or it's probably cars while I was down there. Yep. There was a truck down there. Well, that's cool. Alright, this will be the last one. So this is how you look at the clips, the stuff that the camera takes automatically. There is my dog, Izzy, Border Collie, going to catch frisbee. Alright. Okay, so that's about it. Pretty damn good camera. Oh, there I am, about to throw a frisbee. At this distance, it doesn't catch, you're not going to catch like faces and stuff. You could zoom in, depending on what the quality is. You can zoom in as much as you can on that particular picture. It's not going to zoom beyond the resolution that you took, but all right, let me close this door. This is getting really cold. Network unavailable. Yeah, as soon as I close the door, we have no network. We're kind of in a Faraday cage here. So the next video will probably be when I move the camera down into the woods. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.